Good day. It is the next afternoon. So we are at about 20 some hours, about 21 hours since we put the RTV on. That wants 24 hours to set. So what I did this morning is I made the trip to Glendale, an hour and 20-minute drive each way to another junkyard that claimed they had a red 1995 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo. I did that because, if you'll remember, we're missing a window out of this. We had originally gone to the junkyard and I found this green one, and I was just going to pull this window out, swap it into here. Since then I've realized that's going to be way more work than I am currently equipped for. So I drove essentially 3 hours, just got back to get this bad boy. This cost me about 60 some dollars, I think, but it's got the exact same color scheme. It's even got the exact same pinstripe. Boop and boop. So this should match up perfect. I cut the wires as far into the vehicle as I could, so hopefully I can just disconnect whatever all of this is on the Jeep and reconnect there. I'm gonna have to splice these 3 wires, whatever they are. I'm guessing this is our speakers, and I'm guessing this is our power window in the ground. Don't know, we'll find out. I don't know what my plan of attack should be. I'm probably going to take the inside skin off of this door first. Take the inside skin, see if I can disconnect the wires in some nice fashion, and then duplicate that on here, pull the door off, put the door on. I think that's going to be my plan of attack. I know not what I'm doing, but that's what we're doing. Let's do it. After that's done, we'll probably go ahead and fill this up with oil and take it for a test drive to see if the rear main is still leaking. There's a couple stripped out bolts on the oil pan, so we'll see if that's leaking. I really hope not. And then I got sway bar end links coming later. Maybe they'll be here in time. But I want to get the door done first because it's raining outside right now, and well, might as well put on a new door. So well, let's get her done. So essentially, there's one screw in the door handle here. There's another one right here, and then there is a little plastic tab on the door handle cover that has to come off, and there's a screw in there. The rest of it just seems to pop out. You gotta pull it off your duct tape, of course. All right, so then we got our electrical, which seems like a very short lead. Looks like a little tab, of course. Always a little tab. Okay, we're just gonna break it. We don't care about this one anyway. There's your door skin. And now we have our wiring. I don't know where that goes to. We're gonna need to find out. So we're gonna have to get rid of this water skirt, which is falling apart as I touch it. Just throw that out. Throw that out. Okay. That's noisy. Woo. Alright, so the speaker's going to have to come out because it's going to be wired in and we want the electrical connector. Pop the speaker out. Okay, sure enough, it's got a nice handy dandy electrical connector. Alright, so there's the speaker. So now we have our speaker wire ready to go out. We're gonna bust it off here. So we're gonna try and save the wire for the new door. Don't know if we can, but we're gonna try. Okay. Boom, then we got another clip on the inside here. Right there. Okay, so now we're gonna just try and pull it out through the door. You guys ain't gonna be able to see, so I'm gonna kill you. Alright, so with our 10mm. We're just going to go ahead and bust all these loose, holding onto the door so we don't drop it, of course. There's one. There's two. Now I want to try and hold this. There's three. And last one. Four. All right. Fairly simple task. So we were able to pull this grommet off the door, and then we were able to pull all this wiring through. So what I think I want to do is I want to get that mounted on the Jeep because it's easier to work off of because it's waist height. And then I'm going to pull all that wiring out and slide this wiring in. We're going to reuse this grommet because it's still good and all that good stuff. So I'm going to slide this in here for now. For some reason it feels a lot heavier. No idea why. It kind of sucks by yourself, but it is doable. Hopefully. Okay, first one's in, that's the most important one. Okay, now obviously I can't shut this right now because I got wires hanging out, but it seems like it's gonna line up good, so I wanna wire this one in. All right, so the screws, even has the cigarette crap. Should be in the same spot. We got one inside the handle, one underneath the handle. And we gotta pop this little plastic cover right here. There it goes. And that screw right here. This is gonna have to pop out. Okay, you can slide up over the door handle. Boop, boop. Now theoretically, I believe we should be able to pop this off. Grab our flathead and try and jam it in somewhere. There we go. That's, we don't want to lose those and drive over them later. Just get a couple of them. Should be able to just keep popping them. Oh shoot, somebody put a screw in this one. The other one did not have a screw down here. So clearly somebody was having a rattle problem and added a screw because that is not a natural spot. Hey, that's better. Oh hey, we even got the VIN number off of what this came out of. Alright. So theoretically, keeping in mind we're trying to keep this one. Alright, so when I bought this door, I've got it from a similar year, 95, 1 year newer, Jeep Grand Cherokee. Nothing on this side looked like it'd been hit. In fact, the body looked pretty good. I don't know why it was there. But let's see how well this closes. Wow, I put in a little bit of aggression. Okay, not bad. So it is sitting just a hair low here and here. So the whole door is lower, but not by much. I don't know if it makes a difference. It's latching okay. Got a little bit of a rattle, but everything clears, everything looks good. Just this pinstripe is just a hair low. Maybe that's not that the door's sitting low because the gap actually looks good all the way around. It might just be that at the factory the machine was that much lower the day they put this in because the bottom lip lines up, everything lines up, so I'm just gonna go with it. Looks good. Just gonna have to tighten that up a little bit because it rattles. Get rid of the tint and then tint the whole thing. Woo! That project's done. All right, so I just realized I haven't been recording again. I just put in the steering dampener. This is just a cheapy steering dampener to get us by until we do the axle swap. Now I'm getting rid of these sway bar end links. I've got some coming in tomorrow from Amazon. I'll link them down below, same with everything. I got an 18mm box wrench holding this nut still while I try to break loose this Torx. It's on pretty tight. I switched to the 24-inch breaker bar. I've gotten about 1 full rotation so far, and it's been fairly painful. Yep, it's pretty great. Problem with the 24-inch, there's too much play and I don't have enough room. So then I go to the 18-inch. At least we're not making all the noise now, but still pretty tight. There we go, now it's breaking loose. There we go. I understand if you live in the Rust Belt, it's hard to keep these things clean. I'm so glad I don't have that problem right now. I don't know why they decided to use a Torx right here. It matters. Oh yeah, that got roasty. That got pretty hot. Okay, so we got the nut, got the washer. And now your end link. Like I said, got 2 more coming tomorrow. Anyway, I'm going to take the other one off and then put the tires on. That's about it for tonight. All right, so I'm honestly kind of scared to put oil in here and find out if it leaks. Mainly because if it leaks, I want to be kind of frustrated, but to begin with, so I think I mentioned earlier, this is going to be a very temporary oil change. We've done the valve cover, the head gaskets, and now we've done the rear main seal, the oil pan gasket, and there's a very good potential that there's some dirt, dust, debris that has made its way into the system. So we're going to put in a cheap filter. I'm not saying this is crappy quality. I don't know. I'm just putting in a priced cheap filter, oil filter, and then I'm putting in some priced cheap full synthetic oil. And we're going to run this for like 100 miles, maybe not even that long, and do it again 100 miles, maybe not even that long. And then if everything looks good, we'll put in some of the typical oil and a typical filter that I like to use. So for now though, as mentioned, we are going cheap priced items because, well, 100 miles is not that far, especially I just drove an hour and 20 minutes each way to get the rear door. I can blow through 100 miles in no time. So let me coat this gasket with some fresh oil, put it in, dump in the oil, and we'll start her up and hopefully not see any oil leaks. Right, got some oil coated on her. Comment down below, do you guys change your filter from up above or down below? Because down below looks like the starter's in the way, but I don't know, I'm just curious. Comment below if you do above or below, on top or on bottom, if you like top or bottom. All right, we're just going hand tight. Now I'll grab the funnel and dump in some oil. One thing I don't like about these wrappers is they just kind of disintegrate as you're pulling them apart, and it's very easy to get stuff in your oil, like that little wrapper right there kind of fell in. Just be careful and mindful. I like the security seal, don't get me wrong, I just don't like these security seals. But I guess maybe that's what you get by buying cheaply priced oil. Alright, we're gonna put our cap back on, check the oil level, and start her up. What do you guys think? Should we start it up? I'm kind of nervous, but I will. Oil filter's on, oil pan's on, oil drain plug's on. Starter never took off. We put the exhaust back on, tighten it up. Yeah, we should be good to start. Oh, you know what? Almost forgot. We bought ourselves a new air filter as well. Because this one, I noticed, was looking pretty raunchy. So we're going to pull it out. Yummy. Always make sure you take the wrapper off. or you'd be having a bad day. Do not want to forget to take the wrapper. All right, now we're ready to start it, hopefully. Start. Let's hope she don't leak. All right, started it up, just drove around the neighborhood. No perceivable leaks. Let me clean you up. All right, just started this up, let it idle for like 10 minutes, took it around the neighborhood, just the neighborhood low speeds, no drips out of the rear main or the oil pan yet, which is awesome. The transmission is leaking quite a bit, which we knew about. That'll be the next leak to fix, and then maybe we'll be done with leaks. That would be amazing. So the next thing we're gonna do right now, well, one, we just dumped all of our old oil into our disposal can. Just gonna take that to O'Reilly's, but on my little test drive around the neighborhood, I remembered I wanted to replace these bump stops on this hatch because they're insanely annoying and they look pretty rotten. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. I already did one, super easy. Just pull it off and pop the new one on. Super easy. All you do, just grab and peel and push in, just like so. So hopefully that will eliminate some of our rattling. So you might realize I'm driving the Jeep right now, and what you don't hear is the back door going bang bang boom 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 buddy bang 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 clangity 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 bang 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 boom 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 bang 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 boom boom clang 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 clang, and it only costs $6 on Amazon. Not bad, much more enjoyable ride. There's still something a little rattle back there. I think it's the license plate because it's not really tight, but yeah, the door is silent. That is amazing. All right, guys, that closes out this video. Essentially, we got the rear main seal replaced, fixed. It's not leaking. The oil pan's not leaking. Nothing, no leaks anymore. We did have a tiny one. I went back in there, pulled the pan, put the pan back in. Didn't film it because you already saw that. And now we are leak-free, and it is very nice. I'm still dripping transmission fluid, but that'll be replaced later. But yeah, it's nice having a leak-free rear main seal because it was pretty bad. So I know we replaced the steering dampener. I'll link that in the description below. I know I didn't get that on film. It was late one night when I did it, and I just did it. Same with the steering stabilizer end links. That was just a random night when they came in. I got home from work and just threw them in. So sorry didn't get that on film, but they are there, and I'll link them down below, as well as everything I've used in these videos. And yes, so thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.